Well, hi there, racing fans, and welcome to another edition of Winning Ways, where we're going to bring you up to date with all the racing. We're going to have Barry from Down Under. Most people call Barry Bruce. He's got a different name.
He's a Barry. He's a bone Barry.
Yeah.
If you Bruce from down there. But Barry Bowditch, he's here from Magic Millions. We're going to talk to him.
That should be interesting because they've got the big sales coming up in January, and I see the dates fit in very well with us, so that's going to help a lot.
Absolutely, and it's a good catalogue. He's brought the catalogues out as well, so we'll be able to talk to him all about that. But James, I can't get by without saying you were completely right again about the Springboks. You said they were going to get thumped. They got thumped again.
Yeah. In fact, I saw a guy who might be the best kicker I've ever seen on the touchline playing for Manchester United. If he'd been kicking for us, we might have won something. You know.
Jose.
The chosen one. He chosen to kick
kick an
Energate bottle. He was bloody good at that. And yet again, those Manchester United supporters, I see none of them wearing shirts today.
No, the puppies drew again. But in the top six, funnily enough, only one team lost, and that was Spurs. The top six, we were beaten by Chelsea.
But Man United need to win, so they might not even finish top six now. You know, I might reverse my decision last week about not top four. But the way Jose kicked the water bottle, you've got a future, man.
But Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Man City, roll on.
Absolutely, which they will carry on doing.
It's going to get tighter because they start playing each other again soon.
I'm worried about your team.
Don't worry about it. We had 3 derbies in a row. Arsenal, West Ham, and Chelsea.
And what happened during the week?
We got knocked out of the tournament.
Which might be a good thing for you.
Yeah, it might be a good thing. With our squad, it might be.
Yeah. And you can give Harry Kane a rest.
And we couldn't win without the cricket.
The cricket? Yeah, we beat them. The Aussies are gone. We beat them.
And what about the mint boy? He's in mint condition, Faf.
There's a lot of mint going on.
Yeah,
that's quite fun that's going on down in Australia.
But obviously, but we beat the Aussies. I think we should remind Barry.
Yeah, well, I'm sure Barry will, come on here, all guns blazing about the last Test match, which was so important.
They won the cricket, but they lost the rugby. Ireland beat them.
How did Ireland thump them?
That was a tough game. Ireland snuck over the line.
But Ireland was 17-0 up and they went to sleep. That's exactly what happened. Point being is that it doesn't look very good for the Southern Hemisphere teams at this moment of time, especially Australia and South Africa. Anyway, it looks like the 2 new teams are Argentina and New Zealand have always been there. Maybe Tonga will come into the play. When they're not allowed to, New Zealand not allowed to play Tonga players, then it could be quite interesting. But anyway, let's move on. We've got 3 to follow. Let's go and see what we've got.
And they are off in the Travers. Flower Alley is the winner.
His dad, distorted humor, he's probably one of his best sons at stud.
I'll have another, wins the Derby. I'll have another in the Preakness.
Lilacs and Lace, 48-1, upset.
He's just a big, strong, leggy horse.
Right, let's go and have a look where we're going to start off, and we're going to go to Kenilworth, 23rd of November, and go and have a look at race 1. It was a 1200 metre maiden plate, and we picked up a horse of Glenn Puller's, and this guy, he knows how to get them right. This will improve leaps and bounds. Let's go and have a look at Mr. Ray.
Yeah, Mr. Ray here. Here it jumps quite well. Early in the race, it sort of gets a nice position, not too far off the speed, and the speed is Seattle Oak. It goes very quickly with National Ransom. They show a bit of speed. You can see it here, probably 8-9 off the right-hand side. So far, so good. But James, when they quicken, it suddenly can't go with them.
They absolutely run away from this filly, and then only the last little bit does she get the picture of what's going on. She's in those famous blue and purple, green and purple colours, and she's in a firing line here. She looks like she's got too much to make up.
Yeah, she's got a bit to make up, probably 6-7 off the left. Now here they run away from her, and she's not going to place here. She's in the black cap, behind the horse with the black cap. But Stop Thinking of Me comes through to win a very good race, and Ferrero Rocher, who wasn't well out, runs on for second. But the horse we found is now getting a bit of urging. It's running into about 4th or 5th, and this is Miss Ray.
She gets a split down between them just on the inside of that horse with the white colours. Ferrero Rocher in the famous Richmond colours here on the outside, and you'll see that she runs on really well for 3rd. Under Hands Right, she only get one smack, and I think this filly will improve quite a lot. She certainly ran.
Ferrero Rocher wins soon too. Got
yes,
left.
Absolutely. That certainly looks like it's got to be ready to win any moment. Now we're going to move on and have a look at Turfentine, the big day on Saturday, and we went and had a look at one in the second race, 1160 meters at Turfentine, as you know, is almost a 1200 meter, and our sponsors, Wilgerbosdrift and Maritzfontein, well, I think this ran in Mary's colours, didn't it? The Wilgerbosdrift colours, but it's got the white cap on. Let's go and pick them up at the start.
Yeah, this is sparkling, Davey. It's a Captain L. And it jumps out the gate about a half a length slow, but a lot of the speed is down the inside. Your winner is on the left of the screen, Magicality, for as it turned out to be a good day for Sean Terry and Blink Kamalo. And this is off... it runs a good race. He gets a very good ride, the Sun Sentinel, but My Angel Face is very quick as well. That's gone off to get up there. Magicality is not far off the pace. And Truth of Beauty up the middle, showing a lot of speed. But the action ends up being down the inside, Jim.
Yes, Sun Sentinel is the filly with the white cap. You can see her about 3 off the left-hand side of your screen. She starts to lag behind them now, and they've got her for speed. The ones that have had her run get away from her, and she's really under pressure here. Here she looks like she'll run nowhere, but she does run on well, and when you see her getting going the last bit, you'll believe this Captain Alphily might have quite some ability.
Yeah, there was competitive racing on the day, and there was a bit of cut in the ground, and it made it tough for horses. And Magicality is shaken loose, but this horse plugs on very well down the inside to run 3rd.
I thought it was a cracking run. Alec Laird's horses don't normally run their best first time out. They'll definitely improve. And Fastfontein bred it, so certainly worth having a look at next time. We then go to Greyville on Sunday, and we pick up the first race, Bandana. Chris Van Niekerk had a weekend that I don't think he'll forget very soon, because he won everything at Turfentine. We'll be talking about that later. Let's go and pick up Bandana at the start.
Yeah, Bandana is a Silvano. Lovely pedigree, walks out the gate. It's soon near the back from a very good draw. It's not really in it, and going to front is Mermaid. Who is it? Mermaid Siren.
Mermaid Siren. Yes,
goes up there. That's
Mayfair Speculators
with the blinkers. Arthur's let that run up there very quickly and got it into place. Sonic AP goes with it. These two sort of get a grip on the race early, and the horse we've picked out. Is
not even in the picture.
Not in the picture at the moment. Yeah. And he's starting to egg it into the race. And it's got the blue colours, Chris Van Niekerk's blue, probably about 10th or 9th at the moment.
On the fence with the little nasal strip as they have, it's right behind the winner with the white colours. It's bred by Rita's Kral. And as it's out of that very good mare, there's Pirate Lady. She was a good mare. Ferraris trained her. But watch Bandana go through down the inside. She's just getting her hands right at this stage from Magudwa. And now he asks her to run on, gives her a smack or two, and she does run on really well. The winner's right in the middle of the track. She's done good for Belinda Impey. And you'll see this filly runs on really well at the death down the inside. So she's certainly worth having a look at. She's going to go a lot more ground in this 1200 meters. She's a nice filly. So those three look like well worth having a look at, and we'll be back after this race.
Open. Soft falling rain, pulling clear. Soft falling rains won the SA Nursery by 3.
Racing in the 2,000 guineas. Gates fly and they're racing in the Godolphin Mile.
They're off and racing.
Weight didn't matter. Class tells. Soft falling rain, much too good. Soft falling rain, an impressive guineas winner. Soft falling rain is drawing clear.
He's made it 7 out of 7 by winning here today.
But it's Soft Falling Rain who is powering away. We'll see out the mile in style. A high-class performer wins the Nay of Joel Stakes.
The J&B Met is one of South Africa's most prestigious events, which held centre stage in the life of Cape Townians today and captured the attention of all of South Africa. So we bring you the J&B Met, a Grade 1 event over 2,000 metres for a stake of 750,000 Rand. The favourite number 19, Take a Walk.
Bester racers just outside of those. They're really stringing out. They're being followed then by Phil Beacon, and Eli's Truth is racing next. He must be 10 lengths off the lead. They're being followed by Soviet Rising along the inside, and then Take a Walk. He's racing 12 lengths off them. Parequar is in behind that. Flaming Rock is racing back one from last, and Secret Rights is the trailer. Flying Wizard has the lead as they go to the 1200. Now he's slowing the pace down considerably, and First Guard is racing second. GC moving up on the far side third. Eurasian Express racing just in behind those is fourth, and then comes Fair Times. White Tara is beautifully placed, just 4 lengths off this leader. Seal Ring is in behind that, and then comes Secret Horde. There's one covered between those. Sapir is next. It was Foreign Source who was hidden between runners. Racing on the outside of Sapir is Art de Viv, and they followed by Pearl Beacon and Best of a corner, 10 lengths off the leader. They've been followed then by Java Jive on the far side, and Eli's Truth is 12 lengths off them. Soviet Rising along his inside. Take a Walk has 15 lengths to find. Racing in behind that, Parequar and Flaming Rock at the back of the field with Secret Rights. They're off the false rail and homeward bound in the J&B Met. Flying Wizard in the centre, quickly taken on by First Guard down the inside. GC between runners and Eurasian Express. White Tara, wide out, coming home strongly now, and it's White Tara who comes through to grab the lead. Eurasian Express and Art de Viv is running on. White Tara, Eurasian Express, Sapir between runners. Pearl Beacon is back towards their inside, and Parequar is coming home strongly. White Tara the leader though, they coming to the final 100. Parequar up on the outside, looks to be his only danger. White Tara, Parequar is flying, it's going to be close. Here comes the line, desperately close between Parequar and White Tara.
Well, there you go. Parequar won the Met and trained by Jeff Woodruff. He had a good weekend this weekend. We'll talk about him. And
was that Garth Puller?
Garth Puller, well, at his best.
He certainly could have worked at any restaurant. He was the head waiter.
Absolutely. Him and Harry Ragg.
Yeah, him, Harry Ragg, and Harold Taylor. Another head waiter. They dropped everything in.
Well, the trouble is Harold Taylor never stopped waiting. That was the problem.
Yeah.
His instructions were to wait as long as possible until after
this was it won. It was a great ride. Well done to Garth Puller.
Fantastic. Well done to all of them. Waitaro second, I think the late Guy Rickson.
No, that fell away. That fell away. I think
that fell away.
I think Kaname ran second there.
Yeah, well, it was a wonderful, wonderful race meeting. Is that not Kaname? It looked like Kaname's blinkers on that horse that won Parequar.
I don't know.
Maybe we got it wrong. But don't worry, Bass will tell us.
Oh yeah, we'll hear from Walter.
No, Walter will tell us exactly.
That was 22 years ago.
Yeah, just talking about Walter quickly, he's played his first round of golf the other day.
How'd he go?
He made 3 birdies or something.
Well,
he's got to have outside help. It's
well, he's good green
he never
reader.
made a birdie in his life. He made 3 birdies in
he's
a
a
row.
very good green
well
reader.
Done, Michael.
Well done, Walter.
On the golf course. We're going to move on and have a look at Plum of the Week.
Move on.
Move on, yeah.
Move on. Okay.
It's move and move. You know.
Miranda Frost goes the quickest in the centre of the course. She's tracked then by Somalit, who's 2.5 lengths behind her. They followed then by Sail Set over towards the inside. Dixie Express is in behind that. Then comes Hanabi, Azarenka and Katie's J. Miranda Frost still rolls in front. Somalit now being asked to fetch her. She still has a length to make up as they come to the final 200. Miranda Frost is keeping her at bay. Somalit now comes home strongly up towards the outside, and Somalit forges to the front and draws away. Somalit goes away from Miranda Frost. Sail Set behind that. They were followed by Dixie Express. Further back to Azarenka, Katie's J and Hanabi.
Well, And that was the weekend start on the 23rd of November, Wednesday. You could have got the early start to the weekend. You could have got 15 to 10 about this thing. Well, it's Movember.
So it's Movember, that's right. We don't want to move on. We'll stick Movember. This is a good filly, James.
Very good filly. She certainly looked like worth having a bet on. She's won her first very easily indeed. I think the second filly is a good filly as well, and we will be following her. But Interbet, that was the place to be. 15 to 10, as much as you liked at the death. She opened up odds on this filly, and Dennis Dryer's in such good form, we had to be with this one. So let's have another break, and we'll be back with current affairs.
Yes! If you love soccer and you play the tote, you won't believe what Interbet has to offer you, or the excitement of tote betting on your computer or your cell phone. It's simple. Choose your teams and your bets, work out what your combinations will cost, see how big the pool is, and place your bets. You can even track your bet live as it happens and get updates on your progress. It's all the fun of the tote on your phone. So what are you waiting for? Sign up now at www.interbet.co.za and you could be a winner.
Right, Bloodstock South Africa graduate of the week, Captain Courteous, 900,000 Rand buy from the 2014 Empress Palace, ready to run sale. He made it 4 in a row for Michael Leaf, scoring at Kenilworth on Wednesday, bred by Claver Flame. Is a former son of champion sire Captain Al out of the Fort Wood mare Cornucopia. So he's got a tremendous pedigree, this horse. He looks like he's going to go on. And Captain Al, yet again to the fore. But that was at Bloodstock South Africa, ready to run sale. And just talking about those sales, we had the ready to run sale of the weekend, the CTS ready to run sale. Disappointing, down.
I think the figures were down, yeah. There were a lot of horses over two sessions. There was horses for the buyer, definitely a buyer's market, you know. Mickey had a lot of horses, as is the norm. And there were some very nice horses, and some horses, if you're a buyer, you could have come away with some really decent horses.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to move on and have a look at what happened on the weekend, Saturday's racing. And firstly, before we go any further, compliments to Turfentine Racecourse and the way the ground was handled. The ground was absolutely fantastic after all the rain. And the way it rained on Friday, I thought
it was very sticky, Jane. When you consider a couple of horses had to be reshot at the start because they're going through that sticky. A couple of horses ran below the path. Some of them might not have handled the ground, hadn't run the ground. But all in all, a wonderful day, great racing, and a galloper's track.
Yeah, the conditions I thought were very good considering the amount of rain they'd had. It might have been a bit holding the going, but really the track was in marvellous shape, and compliments to the groundsman. But we're going to go and have a look at the big races on the day, and we're going to kick off with the Magnolia Handicap. This looked like an absolute goer for Green Pepper, named after Gareth Pepper.
Cousin.
They're the Green Peppers, and they've got a share in it. And my goodness, did this one well.
Green Pepper just behind that Crystal Glamour, Kilauea. Then back to Heaps of Fun, Penny Serenade. Lumia racing behind that with Crown of Roses and Duffy's Call. 550 metres left to go. It's Oldham in front, the white cap with Mela Maria. Deep down, Rebel Singamoya down the inside. Green Pepper starting to warm to the task with Swift Sarah on the outside. Then Crystal Glamour. 300 to go, Singamoya. Here comes Green Pepper starting to launch her attack on the outside. And Green Pepper comes into the lead now from his Singamoya. Behind that, Swift Sarah. Crystal Glamour runs on from behind, but it's Green Pepper all the way here. Crystal Glamour runs at her, but Green Pepper, she's just getting better and better, and Green Pepper by 2 beats Crystal Glamour. Third to Swift Sarah is Singamoya, fights it out with Heaps of Fun for 4th place.
Well, there we go. Give me the green light, and turning out to be a superb stallion. And this Green Pepper has just been beaten once by Hack Green. The other, give me the green light, Shorthead. It's won everything else.
Yes, and the question mark with her was going to be that she got the 1,200 metres. Fastfontein bred her, and she certainly did get the 1,200 metres, and she's a real plus for Gimme the Green Light. He was a very nice horse, Australian bred. We're going to talk to the Australians, so they'll probably be crowing about that one.
Yeah, that's right.
What can you say? But at least you've got to give them the due somewhere. Because
it's nice to see my mate Pat Pearson back in the game. Him and Jaap de Schaap from Vendel, Van der Vendel. Yeah. They're in this, and this horse has given them a lot of fun because it's got a lot of ability, and it won very comfortably, James.
Absolutely. Then we went to the next 1,200 metre race, which was the Merchants, and Trip to Heaven always gets left, and it doesn't seem to worry him, and this was no different. Really, the horse that I thought was the unluckiest horse of the race was the third horse, Talk to the Stars. Have a look at him. He never ever got it right in the race.
Last 700 metres in front, Executive Power with African Ruler along the inside. 2 lengths clear of Tar Heel, the cheek pieces away in third, Dollar Dazzler, then Kangaroo Jack. Joan Range in behind that. Trip to Heaven progresses from the back end of the field. 3-4 to go, move feed down the inside. Tar Heel behind that, then Buckland, Talk to the Stars. 350 to go, the leader is Kangaroo Jack coming to the lead. Trip to Heaven, a big danger down the inside, and the rider of Buckland's come down. On the outside is Dollar Dazzler, but Trip to Heaven has skated 2 lengths clear. Bull Valley's coming out the pack. Joan Ranger down the inside, but it's Trip to the Heaven. Bull Valley is coming home strongly on the outside. Trip to Heaven hanging on, and Trip to Heaven has beaten Bull Valley. Talk to the Stars, a great run in third. Then Joan Ranger, Kangaroo Jack, followed by Moon.
There we go. Trip to Heaven. He's certainly a smart horse, this Trippy. As you say, gives start and keeps winning races. The last 2 have been very good wins. He got pressed late by Bull Valley, the Toreador, another very good run too. But you're right, James, no luck for the number 1.
No, and gave them all weight.
Yeah.
And he is a very, very good sprinter, this horse, Talk to the Stars. And I think that you'll find that backed it up. I would think he might be the best sprinter around.
Yeah.
Certainly at level weights, he'd give them all a hard time, but he had no luck in the race. This was a Highlands bred Trippy, and it was the start of the feature race run for Sean Terry, because Sean had already had 2 winners on the day. This was his 3rd winner.
In first and second, there, Bull Valley's as well.
Which it was an amazing day for Sean. And you know, just before we go on, most interesting guy, Sean. You know, until he got Chris Van Niekerk in his yard, he was just one of the boys, middle to lower ranks, and it shows you when you have confidence in a man, you put your trust in him, and you give him the full. And I must say, Chris Van Niekerk's got to be the staunchest owner I've ever seen.
No, Chris was fantastic, and he's great for the game. And Sean's got a wonderful eye. He picks beautiful horses, and he produces the goods year in and year out. He's got a very strong team at the moment.
I think that it will just get stronger. I think that he's on a roll. I think, as you say, he can pick a yearling, which is always a huge plus. And I'm very pleased to see him at the top of the game, because he's a very, very nice person, Sean.
Yeah, good guy.
The best place that he's nice is the golf course, because he's an absolute pigeon.
Is he a pigeon?
Yeah, he's a pigeon, sure.
Well,
he thinks he's good.
Well, you got to play with him soon, James, because he must have cash.
Oh, no, he's got cash.
He's got cash. He's got fresh.
The Cock and I are looking for him.
Okay, keep an eye for Terry on the golf course. So what a great training feat, and it doesn't stop there, because we move on now to the Fillies Mile, a Grade 3 race. The Scratching and Maleficent certainly took a bit of gloss off it, but it turned out to be a very good race again.
Smiling Blue Eyes gives them 8 lengths start, with Com South further back, and the back marker is Babbling Brock. Homeward bound in the Grade 3 Fillies Mile with 600 metres left to go. Favours Pride is clear by 2 lengths. Bond V under pressure in second. Santa Burry's in behind that. Dame Eleanor starts to creep closer with Smiling Blue Eyes. Then comes Being Fabulous. Tambalang's also making a forward move. French Legend and Comme Ça. 350 metres left to go. Favours Pride on the outside. Dame Eleanor, Smiling Blue Eyes, Tambalang. Being Fabulous produced down the centre of the track. The rider's lost his stick on Comme Ça. Tambalang and Smiling Blue Eyes pick up the lead. Babbling Brook running on behind that Dame Eleanor, but it's Smiling Blue Eyes in front. Smiling Blue Eyes from Tambalang inside the closing stages. Smiling Blue Eyes won it. From in second, Tambalang. Being Fabulous third. Babbling Brook. Then came Dame Eleanor, French Legend. Further back, Favours Pride. Comme Ça.
Yeah, this is a beautifully bred filly. And I saw one the other day and I thought, this has got progress written all over it. And I didn't think of progress this quickly. Won a great race.
Well, yeah, we picked her up after her first run
Yes.
as one to follow. And I must tell you, she just improved. I don't know the strength of this field. When you tried to work out the collateral form lines, well, she hadn't had runs against some of the better ones. But the better 3-year-old fillies, you know, you just looked down the field and you saw a couple of them just actually didn't really do what you'd expect them to do.
Tamberlang, the Go Deputy, very good run.
Excellent run, absolutely. And Sean Terry again, 1-2 in this race. This was a dynasty bred by Highlands, and as you said, Sage Blue, a very, very good mare. She's one of the maybe the blue hen mares. And
yeah, she could certainly be the blue hen.
Describe her. We move on, and we're going to go and have a look at the Dingons. And the Dingons is always a very good pointer for the Highveld horses for the big season to come. So let's go and see what happened there.
3 lengths from the leader. Bold Rex is next best. Then came Orapa, Singapore Sling. Heavenly Blue in the lighter blue is about 6 lengths off the leader. He's directly behind Dusra. Then further back to the inside to Orapa. Aggressive still got 8 lengths to make up. Haman, Jiffy and Secret Captain are all next, but Dusra tries to get first run again. Janubi up the inside. Bold Rex, Heavenly Blue's fourth. Singapore Sling tries to launch with that. Up towards the far side is My Pal Al and Orapa, but it's Bold Rex who claims the lead. Dusra is one pace. Singapore Sling, Heavenly Blue nearest does. Singapore Sling claims the lead into the closing stages and he goes for home. Singapore Sling from Heavenly Blue, then comes Bold Rex, but Singapore Sling wins the Investec Dingons. Second to Heavenly Blue, then came Bold Rex, and fourth is a photo between Dusra and Janubi.
Yeah, the Dingons is always a great pointer, as James says, and the cut in the ground is just about every year now. He runs in softish ground this race. And Singapore Sling, great for philanthropists, James. You know, Sale had started to show us that philanthropists can throw decent horses, but this is a very good horse.
Well, he won a good race because he went with Heavenly Blue. Heavenly Blue is touted to be the good thing in the race, and I think he is a very good son of Schnitzel, this one. The third horse ran very well. Bold Sylvanos and Bold Rex, he ran a great race. Drockenstein bred this. And Dave Shaw owns it, and congratulations to Dave Shaw. He's a soldier, and
he's got a good
partner.
one.
They like buying some decent horses, and well done to them. They deserve to win a Dingons. It was a super race, and who knows how much further this horse might go.
Yeah,
because he's very lightly raced. He's got a bit of a chance. This horse.
Yeah, gutsy.
Yeah, we're going to move on to the big one, the Sansui Summer Cup. We'll watch this from the start, and this was a revelation that this horse could go and do it again, and what a training feat.
And gates are back, and they racing away, and Irish Pride missed the start. In fact, that's a very messy start. Mac Delago, 10-gun salute, Romany Prince are not well away. Stonehenge, as expected, dashes off to the lead. Deo Juvente and Liege are right there. No Worries is in the mix in the early part of the race. It's just 2 to 3 lengths off the leader. Magot Master slides past him. Then comes Punta Arenas, Juxtapose, one off the rail. They've been followed by Saint Tropez, who finds himself in midfield. Samurai Blade, the yellow body, is giving the leaders about 8 lengths start. Circling runners is the Conglomerate, and Master Switch also gains ground at the outside of them. Then comes Romany Prince. Bankable Teddy takes the scenic route. Master Sabina and Master in Command are 3/4 of the way back. Irish Pride, then comes 10-gun salute, and the two at the back are Mac Delago and Saratoga Dancer. They midway through the turn, and Stonehenge sets the pace. He's 2 lengths in front of stable companion Liege. Then comes Master Switch. He's raced up into third. He's used quite a bit to get there. Magot Master is next. Then came No Worries at his outside. A length away to Deo Juvente. He's found himself on the rail. He's 5 lengths adrift. The Conglomerate at his outside in the yellow cap. After these ones, Punta Arenas. Juxtapose is already looking for a bit of a daylight. She's off the bridle. So too Samurai Blade. Saint Tropez is in behind those. Punta Arenas starts to beat a retreat, and Master Sabina is trying to get out of the pack into the final 500 meters. Stonehenge is 1 length in front of Liege. Here comes Deo Juvente, the Conglomerate, Master Switch. Master Sabina still got 5 to make up. Juxtapose trying her best. It's Liege who hits the front. Master Switch is right there. The Conglomerate is in the mix, and he's beginning to shine up. Here's the Conglomerate, Master Sabina. Then comes Master Switch. Liege at the inside. The Conglomerate, Master Sabina with tons of heart, barges way through, and he goes goes back-to-back. Master Sabina wins. The Conglomerate second. Then came Master Switch, Liege, Juxtapose, and Saratoga Dancer.
Yeah, well done to Michael De Brolio and, of course, Jeff Woodruff and his team. Gav Lorino is certainly a very polished rider today. Back-to-back wins in a big race. Very good to see.
It was absolutely amazing. This is a 7-year-old son of Jetmaster. He's bred by Michael De Brolio, so he's got to be thrilled about it. I know he lives in America now, but
does he? I didn't know.
Yeah, this is just fantastic. And Gavin Lorena, Pierre came across on him, made sure that he didn't have much room, and did everything he could to beat him. But this horse asserted his superiority, and really it was. I'm amazed and just well done to Jeff.
Yeah, well done to Jeff. Great training feat.
This horse had a tendon. He was off for over a year, and to bring a horse back like this, it just shows that Jeff's a master.
Yeah. Some of them came under pressure early. I thought Duncan's didn't run too badly. I thought obviously McDelaga and Puntarina's the top two. There's something amiss because where they finished. But the Conglomerate, James, a good run. Having won the Vodacom Derby in July, he bounced back in a major race.
I thought he was well handicapped in the race, being a July winner, and he did run a tremendous race, and so did the third horse, Master Switch. Liege still continues to bother. He was my early pick, and I had an each way on him, which was lucky, but he just doesn't go on with it. He looks like he's going to go win his races.
Juxtapose, not a bad run by the girl.
Very nice run.
She's a good filly. Yeah.
Excellent run. Right, we're going to go and have a look at the biggest disappointment of the day was the Ipitombi Challenge, and here Negra Amara looked like an absolute blinder. She'd run in blinkers once, but she did her race halfway around the turn. She pulled like an unwanted bad tooth, and she just ran herself into the ground. So you were going to get a result. Intergalactic started her racing career here in KwaZulu-Natal on the Poly, and let's go and have a look at this one.
Fence to Heaney, Sensible Lover. Then came Negro Amaro. They followed by Flying Ice, and at the back of the field is Intergalactic. They now spun for home, 700 meters left to go. It's Fort Ember on the lead. In second place, Negro Amaro, very quick to build up ahead of steam. Then comes Flying Ice, Polyphonic in the white body. Silver Class is next to Heaney further back, but Fort Ember shrugged off Negro Amaro, who's got nothing to come. Polyphonic is right there. Flying Ice is down the inside. They followed by Silver Class, and after these two to Heaney, it's Fort Ember, Polyphonic. Negro Amaro tries to regather. All the while, Intergalactic on the inside, and Tahini is on the premises as well. Polyphonic, Tahini nearest us, and then comes Intergalactic, but Polyphonic sees them all off with Intergalactic. Intergalactic won it. Intergalactic, Tahini and Polyphonic involved in a photo, and then Fort Ember and Sensible Lover.
Yeah, we'd managed to see Intergalactic run down here, and Polly and KZN. Cahal, a very good stallion, produces them time after time after time. Sean Terry and Chris Van Niekerk, another great win for them. Young Kumalo, it just made their day really good. And the two chased it home. We had Tahini in there, we had the Judpot Polyphonic. It was a good finish to the race, but as you say, Negra Mora very one-paced.
Yeah, she pulled very hard in the early part. I think that the blinkers might have made a difference, as I said, but she's certainly better than this field, and you would have thought that she'd be able to beat a filly like Intergalactic at level weights, Negra Amara, and whatever we've seen.
Yes.
It didn't work out. Maybe the going had something to do with it.
Yeah.
But Fort Ember ran a good race. That's one for your notebook.
Yeah.
She hit the front early on and just didn't stay on, but it was close between the top of them, and really was just a race that was disappointing if you went for Negro Amaro like a lot of people did as their bet of the day. Let's go and have a look at the Racing Association. 2 miles ago, it's a handicap grade 3, and we couldn't have been happier to see this filly win. A lot of friends of ours involved here, and let's go and watch it, pick it up.
Patiently ridden towards the back of the field. Stebbins lost a few places, and Storm Warning gets the hurry up to the outside. They inline for home. The Elmo Effect and the white blinkers been in front pretty much from the start. Fortune Fellas alongside him, but he's rousted along. Kobe down the far side. King Mambo's Legacy, Odd Rob. Then comes Fortissimus. Zafira's trying to come out of the pack. Then comes Estimation, Storm Warning and Royal Honor. Fortune Fellas not going away, neither is Kobe and the Elmo Effect. 3 of them share the lead. Zafira's Here's a runner, Fortissima. Nearest us is beginning to emerge as a huge danger. Fortissima strikes the lead. In second place is Zafira. Then comes Storm Warning, but Fortissima has opened up a commanding lead. It's another for Bling, and Fortissima wins with contempt. Second to Storm Warning, then came Zafira, and Kobe was fourth.
Well, there we go, the humble hero, Joe Soma. And Joe had spoken to me, James, and I was up with Larry in the box, and Larry was, they were extremely confident. They really exuded confidence that this horse would win. And funny enough, Larry's been in the game for years, one of the most passionate guys in the racing. It's his first stakes winner. He's at stakes place. It's his first stakes winner. So he was over the moon. The whole family were there to lead it in. And well, I say all the mates own it. And it won by 4.6. This was very impressive.
Yes, I thought that she was properly prepped for this race. She came in with the right weight. Kamala gave her a cracking ride. She's shown that she's a high-class staying filly. And I think Mark Curry, it might have been his first stakes winner in his colours, you know. I know he's had all those fillies with Tennis Dryer and that, but nothing ever in his colours. And lovely to see the black and yellow arriving for him.
Yeah,
and
fantastic.
Unfortunately, he wasn't there. You know, it would have been wonderful for him to have been there to lead her in, but just a lovely way to end off the day. You know, all the Racing Association guys were involved there, and just a great
very
day.
good.
Yeah.
Great day's racing, you know, and well done to Sansui and well done to everyone involved. I really enjoyed the People's Race, the Sansui Summer Cup. Very enjoyable. What other news you got? Because we've got another photo been sent in.
Well, just hold with the photo, please. Jim Crowley is the first jock for Hamdan. He's got the job as Hamdan's first jockey.
So the Shanagan used to have it. What's his name? Paul Hannigan.
Paul Hannigan used to have it, and he had his 5 years. And now Jim Crowley, the champion jockey in Britain, he got the job.
Good break for him.
Fantastic, and he's a very good rider, Jim Crowley, and apparently one of the nicest people around. I don't know him, but he's just got a very good reputation.
Fans, people love it, even on a poly, any surface, he has a go.
I think Paul Cole used him a lot, and he was involved with the Hayes. I think he was Fritty Hayes' first jockey for quite some time. So it's nice to see him go with Hamdan. The other bit of news is Art Sherman, and you'll know him as California Chrome's trainer, the man who was Swaps's Strapper. In his day, he ended up with California Chrome. He got the Big Sport Turfdom Award, which is an award given to someone who enhances thoroughbred racing in America, and I think that is a very good idea, and maybe we should have one here. And why he got it was that he never ever turned down an interview, California Chrome, or a picture or an autograph signing. He was just fantastic, you know.
Good luck to him. He's not a young man.
He deserves it.
Good luck to him.
Yeah.
Well done.
So that's my news.
Okay, let's have a look at this photo. James, you're talking about Frankie Dettori. Now, we might be able to see this. This is Frankie Dettori winning for Phil Chivers. That's his father, Jack. The dance I'm doing is the Macarena. And this is Frankie 2 days before your winner.
It just shows you, we've argued about this forever, about who had the first winner in South Africa. And apparently not even you had the first winner.
I was
Michael
second.
Roberts. David Thistleton did an article, which was very good.
I was second, I think.
And he obviously did his homework. Well, it was all in the same week, wasn't it? You won
on my right hand, you know who's right behind me there?
No?
The Bonsky beat. That's Andrew Bonn. Looking very dashing. And in the suit is Jack Chivers, is Guzza, Phil Chivers' father. Yeah. And I remember the horse clonked him on the head, Superveen. And
did he give the flying dismount?
No, he fell, Jack Chivers. He did. No, Frankie couldn't give the flying. This was probably the Yippie maiden plate, but this was I think Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve. This was New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve, and we won New Year's Day, which was the next day.
Yes.
And he did the flying dismount for us. You know,
well,
Frankie.
you must have fancied yours.
We did, but that just shows you. Andrew Bond has been friends with him for
years,
forever, and he's been a great ambassador. And the friendship that he has with Andrew maybe has a lot to do with us still seeing him. You know, Frankie's a superstar,
absolute superstar.
And to party with him, where I've been on a couple of
just
tours
a great
with him
character,
in Dubai. He's a great guy, and lovely to see him still riding out here. Well, there we go. That's all of our news as far as South African and international racing is concerned. But we're going to be chatting to Barry. Barry, give him a bone, Bardich, about Magic Millions and what goes on there. So that should be a great interview.
Hi and welcome to another edition of Your Call. As we spoke about earlier, as we alluded to, we've got Barry Bowditch, he's Bloodstock Manager, basically the 2RC at Magic Millions, has come to join us. He's out here, he's been to the Sansui Summer Cup. He likes to come out for the Vodacom Derby in July and gets out here 3 or 4 times a year. Barry, thanks for coming in.
Fantastic, Laf. Thanks for having us.
Always a good time?
Great time. Had a great week in Turfentine in Johannesburg last week. You know, the sales were good chirp and
good value.
Yeah, we had a bit of fun there, didn't we? And then the race day was phenomenal. Very well looked after, and it was good to see a few good results.
Yeah, no, that's true. And obviously your sale's coming up now. You've got the big sale, which is your biggest, is the January sale, and it's becoming a really strong, massive sale. But how long have Magic Millions been going?
Magic Millions started in 1986.
New company?
Yeah, new company. So we've been going around just on 30 years. Things have evolved a long way since then. It started off as more of a sales incentivized. The sale, we had a race behind the sale, and that just built. That's where the Magic Millions name come from. Yeah. And since then, it's evolved into not just one sale. We've got sales all over the country now. We have sales in Perth, Adelaide, Tasmania. We have many sales at the Gold Coast. And
one of the good things about the Magic Millions and the opposition, they have separate states.
Yeah, we stay out of each other's regions. We work towards getting the same horses for the sale, but we stay out of each other's region, and
seems to work.
We coexist, and we're very competitive against each other, but we coexist, and we both have very successful sales.
Well, the Magic Millions have really turned it around because Inglis are a major sales company as well, and you guys have really been getting your numbers up. We've
had a phenomenal. Probably the last 5 years, we've turned the circle. Yeah, our sales are growing. We're selling more horses. We're selling them for a bigger gross than what we have in the past. And fortunately, I think for the 3rd or 4th year in a row, we've had the highest gross, the highest turnover of the sales companies in Australia.
A lot can be attributed to Vin Cox.
Yeah, Vin's done a great job since he's been there. He's a good leader. He's a good people's person. And for those who know him, he's a good guy. So.
Yeah, top man. Yeah. You don't get better than Vin Cox. Okay, right, now we've established you're going well and you're really rolling along. You have, for the South African guys who get out, especially from when I get out there, obviously your Gold Coast, you've got January, you've got a good sale at Perth in February and Adelaide in March, and then you come to a sale that a lot of the South Africans like to go to is the end of May, early June, your weanlings, your broodmares and your yearlings. That's a massive sale.
It's a massive sale. It spans over 2 weeks. We sell some 500 weanlings and we sell 800 broodmares and another 500 yearlings on the back of that. And it's a horse for everyone. Whether you're trying to buy weanlings, mares, or yearlings, it's a pivotal sale. It's probably the biggest sale for turnover in the Southern Hemisphere now.
Yeah, it really is good. Now, your main sale is the January one. Yeah. I'm just going to get them to look at the catalogue. Zane's going to zoom in on this catalogue of mine, which is the sale. And there we go. We're just getting a good picture of it. Zane doesn't want to mess this one up. There we go. 217, let me get straight. Gold Coast yearling sale, 11th to 15th of January 2017. And it's, as you can see, it's a very good sale. Now, one of the things about the Australian sales is the number of stallions you've got. Yeah. And, I'm just talking about South Africa. South Africa's got some wonderful stallions. And you can basically have a look if you want a very good stallion horse. You look at the Silvanos and the Dynasties and a few others, Juddpot, Mambo in Seattle, there's a few coming through. And you go down to sprinting stallions. We've got sensational sprinting stallions, Captain L, VAR, Trippy, and a few others. Karori coming through, give me the green light. But you guys, you've got international stallions from America, Australia, Ireland, all coming down to mix with yours. Is there any sale in the world that has such an influence?
I think Australia's very lucky, Laf. Like we can take the gene pool from anywhere in the world due to the fact I suppose we're lucky in the Southern Hemisphere. We are the go-to place. When you got a stallion, from the Northern Hemisphere, you shuttle it to Australia. So you got the Coolmores and the Darleys of the world. They bring their stallions to Australia. So we don't just have our own bloodlines to deal with, which are fantastic. We've through the Redute's Choice, the Danehill, the Star Kingdom line, the Zabeel, Sir Tristram line. But we get all these new bloods. Like we get the Galileo blood. We get the Giant's Causeway blood, the Stormcat line. Now we're getting the Warfront line through down there now. Yeah. So we're very lucky that we get the best choice of all these horses within the Southern Hemisphere.
Coolmore are one of the flag bearers because they've got a major operation in Ireland. They've got a major operation in Australia. And just a horse like Danel, how well he did in Australia initially, especially Danel was sensational.
Yeah, well, he's changed the landscape of the how we breed horses in Australia. Like he has taken it to another level. He evolved into the slipper creator, the golden slipper creator. He's been the stallion maker. His broodmares have been phenomenal. Like he's changed the Australian industry.
Yeah, I always look at the stallions log, and there's a depth, and you go and say, sure, I've got a very good horse by so-and-so, and you look, he's 38th on the stallions log, and you say, wow, how did that happen? Next year he's 14th, and there's just such good stallions there. But it's a great place that if you're not good enough, you're not going to make it.
You get cut off pretty quick.
That's
yeah. We're pretty quick to judge. So if a horse isn't going to make the cut, we're pretty quick to spit it out the back door, don't we?
Yeah.
But this sale this year, I think we've got 95 or 96 stallions represented in the catalogue.
That's massive.
The diversity within our industry is fantastic.
Yeah, the Australians have been synonymous with speed. Great speed out there, and your sprinters, especially when you go to Royal Ascot, you always win. You're just very, very good. But you've got such great sprinters. And therein lies the rub in the sense that the South Africans can go there and get these imported shuttle stallions. If you look at Galileo and horses like that, they were purchasable early in Australia, because Australians didn't take them because they weren't initial speed.
100%, whether it was New Approaches there a couple of years ago, or the Galileo line, or now there's Henry the Navigators and horses like that coming through. We do lose sight of what these horses are about when we're focusing on our own speed, our schnitzels, our not a single doubts, those sort of horses. So there's always opportunities there to buy a very, very good miler at these particular sales, and come home and you'll buy them at the right price and you'll have a good product.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about. Just recently, we've had top horses come off your sale. Wiley Hall now, Michael Leaf's been a great supporter. Now, Wiley Hall stands a studier, very good racehorse. And Harry's son, the one that I've been lucky to be involved with, Gimme the Green Light. These are superstars.
Exactly. Well, they're all horses. Well, two of them are at stud already. And, Gimme the Green Light's, he's going very, very well. And Wiley Hall, we were only talking yesterday to the Costas, and they said the foals are looking phenomenal. They're very excited by them, and your horse will eventually go to stud, I'd hope. And they're three very good animals that are hopefully their bloodlines are going to change things here and for the better.
Yeah, Barry, let's just go to our success that we've had. We always have our graduates from the sale. We showed up in the middle of the sale, and this, funnily enough, is a horse that I bought, King of the Rally. I think he's had back-to-back wins, Sebring, and the mother threw a Cape Guineas winner.
Yeah, My Rally, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So there's King of the Rally. Michael Leaf owns it, and it's starting to take shape. So that's the winner in the last week. But now I want to talk to you about this catalogue coming up. You've given me a whole lot of notes here of horses that are linked to South African success.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to page to them. Lot 3, you've got Second Dam, Wiley Hall. Fantastic, by Zoo Star.
Zoo Star, first season of the Zoo Stars. We've got 41 of them in the catalogue. He's a horse we sold as a weanling and then again as a yearling by Northern Meteor. He went on to win, I think he won 3 Group 1s, 4 Group 1s.
Very good horse.
He won a Coolmore, which is the 3-year-old stallion making race at Flemington down the straight. He won that in the canter, and he stands at Widden Stud, and we're particularly excited about the Zoo Stars this year.
Just talking about winning Group 1s, our great mate, James Bester. Now, you were telling me there was an initiative put together by Katie that we would have women in racing.
That's right.
And James was given the commission to buy all these women a horse. And
yeah, correct. He the year before last, 2015, he came to the sale, and a lot of high-powered men in the industry's wives and high-powered women in the industry put a syndicate together, 40 women, and they said to James, look, buy me a filly. Buy us a filly and we'll try and win the Magic Millions race the next year. Because Katie Harvey has put on a bonus. So, the first female horse owned in the Magic Millions gets a bonus of $325,000.
Yeah.
So she put that bonus in place, and it got women engaged, and they thought they'd aim on to win it. Unfortunately, they didn't make the race. But since then, James went on. Well, he bought this horse for $65,000, a horse called Global Glamour. It was aimed towards a slipper, just didn't get there. Bought it back in the spring. It went on to win the Flight Stakes, Then it backed up a week later and won the 1,000 guineas. So it's last 2 starts it's won Group 1s, and it's being aimed at our $2 million 3-year-old race.
So these women own this horse. What would its value be now?
Oh, they paid 65 for it. I'd say they'd be looking upwards of $2 million.
Fantastic.
You know, it's a great story, but now it's a headache, Laff. These women all think they've got a bit of control, and
yeah, absolutely. I'm just looking through here. There's a relative of Petrova by So You Think. How the So You Think's doing?
So You Think's going really well. He's first Group 1 winner 2 weeks ago. So he's the first horse of the 3-year-old crop, the second season crop to have a Group 1 winner. Okay. So he's hit the ground running. He stands at Coolmore, and this horse in particular, having Petrova, Hoburg, Jet Passed on the page. There's some good South African horses there.
I see there's Urtijal in lot 5. These are right on top of each other. And I'm just give me the green light, the Sebring out of that family.
Sebring's done very, very well here in lot 19. Yeah, and, from the family of Give Me the Green Light, so it's actually closely related. It's a good cross towards Give Me the Green Light, that horse.
Yeah. Now we've got some Delago Deluxes. Tell me about the Delago Deluxes. How have they been received?
Well, they sold very well. They sold up to 250,000 at a sale in January.
Yes.
The trainers are happy with them. They're not ready-made early running 2-year-olds, but I'd say as time goes on during this season, we'll see some very good Delago Deluxes.
Are they still up at New Haven?
He's at New Haven, yeah, and they've been spread all over. All the leading stables have got them. A few ended up back here,
yeah.
And we're pretty confident, and we've taken another good hold in the better Delago Deluxes for January, and we're pretty excited by the.
Okay, so it certainly, I know it's early doors, but in Costa Delago has been great, so there's every chance this horse could make it.
No, my word, he's got a great pedigree, and he's by a good sire, and he was a good racehorse here, as you know.
Yeah, I'm just paging through the other. Declaration of War. Now that's a shuttle, isn't it?
Yeah, he stood at Coolmore.
Yeah.
Warfront in America, who stands at Claiborne Farm. He's a phenomenon. So this is one of his best turf sons, and pretty excited to have him down there. First crop, and this one in particular, lot 39's a half to Main Dane, who was a nice stakes performed horse here in South Africa.
That's right. I'm just All Too Hard flying.
All Too Hard's going really well. First season racing now. It's hit the ground running, getting good horses. All the trainers like them. This filly, lot 43 herself, having the second dam of Azzy's great mare, Trust Antonia. So it's got good appeal back here in South Africa. I would have
Gold
thought.
Flyer. There's another Delago Deluxe that has a South African link. So and that's like 122. And then I'm just paging through here. What else we've got? Sebring, superb stallion.
Sebring's a great sire. He's doing it at all levels. He's getting horses to run in slippers. He's getting horses to run in Melbourne Cups. He's winning derbies. He's an all round. He's just an all rounder. That horse, lot 136, is bred by Rosemont Stud, who bred Albor and C, the good horse from Maritz.
Oh yes.
And closely related this one to Master of Design. From the family of Tracy's Elements. So it's got great appeal back here. Being a filly, it'd be a great one to get back here, I would have thought.
Yeah, and I'm just looking through Sizzling. I don't know, but Son of Schnitzel.
Yeah, he was a graduate of the sale. He won a Group 1 first season at Stud. He stands at Henry Fields Newgate. That horse, this lot 186, it's a half to one of Roy Mudley's horses, Raw Security Power, who's been pretty capable horse down around.
That's right. I see Merlin Delago has gone to All American.
All American, yeah. So we got an All American out of Merlin Delago Colt, lot 214. Obviously, good horse for Marcus Euster here, and he's a lovely colt, that horse.
Now here's one that will obviously interest me. It's by Star Witness, and I bought Lineker for Michael Leaf by right. Star Witness, and this is the second dam's Harry's son.
Yes.
They're good to see. Now, Star Witness is the sire of that great filly that Bester bought for the women, isn't
Global Glamour, and the sire of Azzy's filly here, Mela Maria.
That's right.
Lineker here. He's got another good horse in a straight called Star Turn. He's going very, very well. Flying under the radar, but he's starting to hit the mark. And, this horse being, the first file of a running mare and who's a half sister to Harry's son.
Yeah.
I'd hope I'd know a bloke that might look at it when he comes out to the sale.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Henry York and the family as well. Piero, have they started running?
This is their first season. Had a good place getter on the weekend. Showing good promise. All the trainers are happy with him. They sold very well. That horse in particular being a filly, third foal of the mare. She was a Group 1 winner, of course I can, and she's a half sister to Give Me the Green Light, 282. So another great filly that would suit the South African market for sure.
10 Gun Salute. Now we've just seen him run. He's a good horse. There's a relative of his by a stallion called Epaulette.
Epaulette stands at Darley. First season at Stud. We've got some 30 of them in the catalogue. Lovely horses. They're a great line of horses. You know, this one being, out of a half-sister to 10-gun Salute to run the Summer Cup. We expect it to, be a nice horse.
And then there's Perfect Promise, very good South African racehorse, gone to Seamus Award.
Seamus Award.
He won the Cox Plate, didn't it?
He did. He won the
South African rode it.
Yeah, Chad Schofield, correct.
That's right,
yes. It was, Seamus Award won the Cox Plate as a maidener, and then backed up in the spring he won the Cox Plate, and then in the autumn he won the Australia Cup. This obviously she's a great mare here, Perfect Promise, and funny enough, the guy that raced Perfect Promise in Australia raced Seamus Award, so he's sort of joined the two up, and it'll be a nice horse.
I'm just paging through some of these. You can enlighten people on some of these. Time Thief now, isn't that standing in this country?
Time Thief's here now, yes.
Yeah, that's our friend Hassan.
Hassan, that's right.
Yeah, he's got this horse here.
Yeah, very good pedigree. It's more of a South African pedigree than an Australian pedigree, having Procrastinate and Laissez-Faire and
Time for Julia.
Yeah, being a charged forward filly like 314. Again, another filly. There's plenty of nice fillies.
That's what people should be looking at. I know Clarflay got a lot of Australian brood mares, and they're doing very well, Clarflay, obviously.
Well, it diversifies a breeding pool. You've got your great stallions, Savano, Trickery, Dynasty, and we'd hope our stallions could service those sort of. Our fillies could service those stallions really, really well.
I see the Dream Ahead. How's Dream Ahead doing?
Dream Ahead is going very well. He's another second season stallion, the same crop as So You Think. Yeah. He's flying under the radar, but he's getting a lot of nice horses, and we're very, very confident that he's going to make a stallion. Stands at Emirates Park.
I'm just paging through a couple more. 432, Medagliadora, great stallion, but that's Buckinghamshire's. There you are, it's Buckinghamshire's that's in the family. There's
nice horse down at the Cape.
Stallion Striker further down.
Medagliadora colt. Yeah, he's a good colt. I've seen him myself.
Reset?
Reset, good colt. This nice 3-year-old sold horse has a very, very nice South African pedigree, having Miss Galilee and Harlem Shake in the second dam. Good appeal.
Okay, we seem to. So I see there's a whole lot. So people can get out here and get out the sale. And anybody wanting to get out of sale, just get hold of me. I'll get straight onto it and get it sorted out. I'll speak to Barry. But there are a lot of Delago Deluxes, and I see there's a Fastnet Rock here that's interesting out of Sweet Sonnet. Now tell me about that.
She's a very nice filly, very attractive filly. Obviously, Sweet Sonnet, you'd know her better than I would. She was a good race mare here that we were fortunate enough to get back to Australia. I think this may be the first filly bred out of the mare, from memory.
Okay, 501.
Yeah, I think it's the first filly bred out of the mare. She had a couple of colts. Nice page, good filly. It's got to have appeal.
And gone to Fastnet Rock. That doesn't do any damage there. I just last want to touch on is Foxwedge. How's he doing?
Going really well back home. He's got some great fillies racing around at home, and obviously here he's got Quick Brown Fox, and then he had the horse of Roy Moodley's run on Saturday and raced very, very well in.
Is that Roy's Magic?
Roy's Magic.
Yeah, nice type of horse.
It was wide, and I'd say he's a good stallion, good capable horse, Foxwedge.
So so there's a bit of everything for everybody.
100%. We're very excited about the catalogue. We had a lot of horses. We chose from some 2,500 horses to pick our catalogue of 1,000. So we're sport for choice, and we think we've got a great catalogue together with a horse for everyone. They're not all going to make plenty. There's a lot of horses that are going to be in the lower bracket. So don't be afraid. I think it's just a good market all the way through.
Barry, thanks very, very much for your time. Wonderful to get your input. There we go, the big sale coming up. As I said, I've got the dates in front of me, 11th to 15th of January. Magic Millions have get the ball rolling for 2017. It's a smashing sale. If any of you need to find out any more, I have catalogues. Barry and Rowena brought me out catalogues, and we're handing them out. We'll get them posted to you. Just give me a shout. And that's the news this week from Your Call.
Your world of winners is now online at www.teletrack.com. Simply subscribe to log into your account from any mobile device in South Africa and access a wide variety of content from our membership package options. Listen in via a live audio stream, catch live racing locally and internationally, or view a wide variety of Teletrack magazine shows to stay informed and updated on the go at any time. It's never been easier. Go to teletrack.com now.